Hey, what's up, money mavens? It's your favorite financial reptile, the Investing Iguana, and we're back with another video to power up your personal finance game. You know what we're going to talk about today? It's the financial backbone of every Singaporean, yeah, you guessed it, the Central Provident Fund, also known as CPF. Listen, this isn't just a boring government scheme, this is your direct highway to financial freedomville, population, you. So hang tight, because we're diving into 10 eye-opening facts about CPF that you absolutely can't afford to miss. 1. What is CPF? CPF is a lot more than just a bunch of numbers and government jargon. It's a social security savings scheme that helps Singaporeans set aside funds for retirement, housing, and healthcare. It's like a financial guardian angel, watching over your money and helping you achieve your financial goals. Imagine retiring and sipping cocktails on a beach somewhere. With CPF, that dream is a whole lot closer. Your CPF savings can be used to purchase a home, pay for medical expenses, and enjoy a comfortable retirement. CPF is more than just a forced savings plan. It's a ladder to climb towards financial stability and a dope retirement. By contributing regularly to your CPF accounts, you're creating a solid foundation for your future. Here's how CPF can help you achieve your financial goals. A. Retirement. CPF can provide you with a steady stream of income in retirement through the CPF Life scheme. CPF Life pays out a monthly sum based on your CPF savings and life expectancy. B. Housing. You can use your CPF savings to purchase a home either through the CPF Housing Scheme or the CPF Special Account. This can help you reduce your monthly mortgage payments and build equity in your home. C. Healthcare. Your MediSave account can be used to pay for medical expenses, such as hospitalization, outpatient treatments, and medication. This can help you save money on healthcare costs and protect your financial future. 2. Three main accounts in CPF. Your CPF accounts are like three musketeers, each with their own unique superpower. Your ordinary account, OA, is the handyman, helping you with your housing and education needs. Your special account, SA, is the wise old sage, focused on your long-term financial goals, such as retirement. And your MediSave account, MA, is the healthcare wizard, protecting you from unexpected medical expenses. Knowing how to use these three accounts effectively is essential for achieving financial freedom. Your OA can be used for a variety of purposes, including A. Housing. You can use your OA to pay for your HDB mortgage, as well as for renovations and repairs. B. Education. You can use your OA to pay for your children's education, up to a certain limit. C. Investment. You can use your OA to invest in approved securities, such as government bonds and unit trusts. Your SA is a dedicated retirement savings account. You can use your SA to purchase CPF Investment Scheme, CPFIs, products or to invest in other approved securities. Your MA is used to pay for your hospitalization and approved medical expenses. You can also use your MA to purchase MediShield life insurance. To achieve financial freedom, you need to have a clear understanding of your financial goals and how you plan to use your CPF accounts to achieve them. If you're not sure where to start, you can speak to a financial advisor for help. 3. The importance of voluntary contributions. Hey, Iguana, what if I want to toss in some extra cash into my CPF? Oh man, you're speaking my language now. So, let's dive into the nitty-gritty. CPF doesn't just say, hey, you have to contribute this much and not a penny more. Nah, they're not that rigid. You have the option of supercharging your CPF accounts through voluntary contributions. Why would you want to do that? Great question, my savvy savers. First off, you get to turbocharge your retirement pot. Imagine strolling into retirement not just comfortable but in style. We're talking about going from a basic retirement to potentially globetrotting or diving into hobbies that might be a bit on the pricier side, maybe even both if you play your cards right. Second, and here's where it gets tasty, tax benefits. Voluntary contributions to your CPF accounts are tax deductible. That means it not only beefs up your savings, but shrinks your tax liability. It's like a financial 1-2 punch. You're literally saving money in more ways than one. Now, you might be wondering, hey, Iguana, how much can I actually contribute? Well, there is a cap, called the CPF annual limit, which combines both the mandatory and voluntary contributions for the year. You can't exceed that, but hey, maxing out that limit isn't a bad problem to have, right? Also, you gotta make sure you choose the right account for your voluntary contributions. Each account, OA, SA, and MA, has its own special focus, so align your contributions with your financial goals. If you're all about that healthcare life, pump up your MA. If retirement's where your heart is, the SA is your best friend. And if you're thinking about a new home or education, then the OA is your go-to. 4. Investing through CPFIs. Alright, folks, buckle up because we're diving deep into the belly of the beast, the CPF Investment Scheme, better known as CPFIs. This is where your CPF money turns from Bruce Banner into the Hulk. Yeah, it's not just about parking your funds and forgetting about it. It's about actively making those funds work hard so you don't have to. So, how does this work? First off, you've got to have a certain amount in your ordinary account or special account to even get the CPFIS party started. Make sure to check the latest guidelines on eligibility. You don't want to get benched before the game even begins. Now, once you're in, you've got a smorgasbord of investment options. Let's break it down. A. Stocks. Yep, you can invest in individual stocks, just like your regular brokerage account. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. You've got to do your homework, study those companies, and make smart picks. You're playing the long game here, folks. B. Bonds. Want something a bit steadier? Bonds are your go-to. Think of them like that reliable friend who always shows up when you call. Bonds provide more predictable returns, but don't expect them to set the world on fire. C. Unit trusts. The ever-popular unit trusts. These are like financial bouquets, collections of stocks, bonds, or other assets all bundled up. They're managed by professionals, so you can sleep a bit easier knowing someone's steering the ship. But remember, management comes at a cost, so check those fees. D. ETFs. Exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, are your budget-friendly unit trusts. They often track an index and offer lower fees. These babies allow you to diversify without spreading yourself too thin. E. Property funds and other miscellanea. The fun doesn't stop there. You can invest in property funds, money market funds, and even gold ETFs. The world's your financial oyster. 5. The role of Singapore Treasury Bills. So, let's get into it, shall we? Treasury bills, T-bills for the cool kids, are a bit like that classic car your grandpa keeps in the garage, steady, reliable, and low maintenance. Here's how they work. You buy a T-bill at a discounted price, and when it matures, you get the full face value back. The difference is your profit. Now, why are these babies awesome for CPF? First off, let's talk about risk. Or rather, the lack thereof. When we're talking T-bills, we're talking backed by the Singapore government, aka the Fort Knox of financial stability. Seriously, if these things were any more secure, they'd be in a vault guarded by laser sharks or something. Next up, liquidity. T-bills typically have a short maturity period, like less than a year. So, if you're not the kind to lock away your treasure for decades in a pirate chest, this might be your jam. You can get your hands on your cash relatively quickly, and in the financial world, flexibility is a superpower. 6. Retirement schemes, CPF Life. Alright, strap in, folks, because this is the part you've all been waiting for. You ever wish there was a way to guarantee you'll have some cheddar coming in when you hit the big R, retirement? Well, let me introduce you to the heavyweight champion of retirement plans, CPF Life, which stands for Lifelong Income for the Elderly. This isn't just a pension plan, this is a money-generating superhero designed to back you up when you're chilling in your golden years. Think of CPF Life as your personal Netflix subscription, but instead of paying every month to binge watch shows, you're getting a monthly payout to binge enjoy your life. We're talking golf, vacations, spa days, you name it. The best part? You can't outlive this income. It's got you covered from your first day of retirement until, well, you don't need money anymore, if you catch my drift. But, of course, like any superhero, CPF Life has its own origin story. Where does this money come from, you ask? Well, you've been beefing up your special account over the years through contributions. When you turn 55, a chunk of that will go into creating this lifelong income stream. And here's where it gets interesting, you've got options, my friend. There are different CPF Life plans to choose from, each with its own set of benefits and trade-offs. You've got the standard plan, the basic plan, and the escalating plan, each with its nuances on how much you get monthly and whether that amount increases over time. 7. Supplementary Retirement Scheme, SRS. Just when you thought CPF was the whole pizza, I'm throwing in some garlic knots. Meet the Supplementary Retirement Scheme, or SRS. You know, in every great action movie, the hero always has an awesome sidekick, right? Batman has Robin, Han Solo has Chewbacca. Well, in the blockbuster saga of your financial life, CPF has its own sidekick, SRS. So what's the big deal about SRS? First off, it's voluntary. Yeah, you heard me. While CPF is like your parents telling you to clean your room, SRS is you deciding to also wash the car for some extra cash. You choose to contribute, and guess what? You're also in control of your investments within the SRS account. We're talking stocks, fixed deposits, bonds, unit trusts, you name it. And get this, it's not just a tiny side dish. Nope, this garlic knot has some substance. The contribution cap for SRS is pretty high. For Singaporeans and permanent residents, the cap is at $15,300 per annum. For foreigners, it's even higher at $35,700. So if you're thinking big, really big, SRS gives you that extra room to pump up your retirement stash. All right, here comes the sweet part, the icing on this financial cake, tax benefits. When you contribute to SRS, that amount is deducted from your taxable income for the year. Let's say you're earning $100,000 a year. Contribute the max of $15,300 to SRS, and now you're only taxed on $84,700. It's like financial wizardry, you save for your future and pay less in taxes today. Honestly, it's like the universe giving you a high five. 8. Housing and CPF. All right, let's go deeper into this housing rabbit hole. I know, the temptation to use your CPF for that dream home is incredibly strong. In Singapore, where property can cost as much as a small island, your CPF seems like a jackpot waiting to be used. But hold on. Before you go raiding your CPF vault, you've got some crucial things to consider. First, understand that when you use CPF to pay for a house, you're essentially trading one asset for another. That cash in your CPF could have been earning interest and contributing to your retirement fund. We're talking about compound interest here, the eighth wonder of the world. It's like planting a money tree that grows more money trees. So when you withdraw from your CPF to fund your house, you're cutting down those money trees. Also, don't forget the concept of accrued interest. If you use your CPF funds for housing, you'll need to refund that amount, plus the interest it would have earned, back into your CPF account when you sell the property. It's like borrowing from a friend who has a really good memory and also charges interest. Now, I'm not saying you should never use CPF for housing. It's a great option for many, but you've got to be strategic. Maybe opt for a more affordable home where you only have to use a portion of your CPF. This way, you keep the compound interest machine chugging along in your CPF account while still securing a roof over your head. 9. Tax benefits and CPF. All right, money mavens, we're diving into the chapter that could be a total game changer for your finances, tax benefits and CPF. Look, none of us like parting ways with our hard-earned cash, especially when it goes straight into the taxman's pocket. But guess what? Your CPF contributions are like your personal tax wizard, waving a wand and making some of those taxes vanish. So, let's get into it. First up, let's talk about that MediSave account, or MA as it's known in the CPF verse. This account is already a healthcare powerhouse, but did you know it's also a tax-saving beast? Oh yes, my friends, contributing to your MA is like the ultimate double whammy. You prepare for healthcare costs and simultaneously reduce your taxable income. It's as if you're walking into a store, buying a sleek new laptop, and then getting handed a discount coupon as you walk out. But wait, there's more. Remember those voluntary contributions we talked about earlier? Yeah, they're back, and they've got some tax magic up their sleeves too. When you voluntarily contribute to your CPF accounts, you're not just stocking up the retirement pantry, you're also whittling down your taxable income for the year. It's not just about long-term planning, it's about immediate financial benefits too. Now let's give a shout out to those employer contributions. Wait, what? I thought only my contributions counted. Nope. Your employer's contributions to your CPF also help lower your taxable income. It's like a hidden benefit, a secret feature you didn't even know you had. But let me tell you, it's there, working behind the scenes to lower that tax bill. 10. CPF Nomination Scheme. Last but not least, let's dive deeper into the treasure trove that is the CPF Nomination Scheme. Now, I know you've been nodding along, absorbing all this financial wisdom, but here's where a lot of people drop the ball. They think about growing their money, saving it, even spending it, but they don't think about what happens to it if, touch wood, something were to happen to them. You've been hustling hard to accumulate this wealth, right? So, it's only fair you decide where it goes if you're, let's say, sipping heavenly pina coladas in the afterlife. With the CPF Nomination Scheme, you can specify who gets your CPF savings when you're gone. No, it's not morbid, it's responsible and downright smart. Here's the nitty-gritty. If you don't make a CPF nomination, the law decides how your CPF savings are divvied up among your family members. And trust me, that might not always be in line with what you would have wanted. Plus, the legal process can be cumbersome, time-consuming, and stressful for your family. The CPF Nomination Scheme lets you split your CPF money among your nominees in whatever proportion you choose. You can even update or change it as life evolves. Maybe you get married, have kids, or even make amends with your long-lost sibling. It's like being the director of your own movie, and you get to decide the ending. So, this isn't just a footnote, my friends. This is potentially the climax of your financial life story, and it deserves your attention. Get it sorted today. It's a short form, a quick visit to the CPF board or doing it online, and you'll sleep better knowing you've tied up all the loose ends. Whoa, there you have it. The CPF decoder ring that unlocks the treasure chest of your future financial stability. We talked about everything from Singapore Treasury Bills to making wise choices about housing and retirement schemes. Trust me, understanding these 10 key facts will level up your finance game like nothing else. So, if you're digging this financial wisdom, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more high-octane finance knowledge. The Investing Iguana's got a lot more in the vault, and you won't want to miss it. Until next time, keep investing, keep saving, and keep dreaming big.